all. And just here at Craigiehall, it's Craigiehall Barracks, just on the outskirts of Edinburgh, South Queensferry, that kind of area. So I've never really done much research into this. I only heard about it recently from a couple of explorers that I used to do exploring with, abandoned buildings and stuff. And I'm coming this way through to Edinburgh anyway for other reasons, and I thought I'd just stop off here en route. It's just not that far, stone throw from Edinburgh. Craigiehall Barracks. I'm just looking at the article on the internet about it. Craigiehall was a former army base located near Cramond, and until 2015 served as the headquarters of the British Army in Scotland to accommodate troops and their families. The housing estate was built on Riverside Drive and Primrose Drive. So it's it reminds me of Lookers a wee bit, I suppose, which is in the Fife area of Scotland. I guess this is what this looks like. I'll show you just what I can see at the moment. So it's not really accessible to get in. So I'm going to have a look round on this side, the public side of the fence, just so I can get a look at the area. I'll actually go down and drive down the road a bit there, just to see what's round there, and I'll record that so you can at least see the footage of that as well. So I'll just go and put the camera in the windscreen stand, and I'll show you the what I can see, and then just figure out the area. Right, let's find out I'll get the names of the roads down there. I'm driving down this way. So I'm going to head down. In fact, what I'll do in the front view, because these are not going to be in the video. I'll turn that out there and keep us right in this one. I'll start that one just to keep us right. Right, viewers, so I've got other people in the car at the moment, so I'm just keeping the camera on the forward motion, the forward view rather. You'll see the front motion, views.
You have reached your destination, Hillside Terrace. It is on your right.
And I'll try and show you what there is. There's not very much to see, but you can kind of see it's all abandoned.
After 250 yards, turn left, then make the U-turn.
I'm not so sure about these ones now. I'm not so sure about those ones on the left. Or is it? Maybe they are.
Turn left, then make the U-turn.
So you might have saw the sign for it. Yeah, that's security. You might have guessed. What is that security? I don't know. See, I've never actually.
Make a U-turn, then at the end of the road, turn right.
That's interesting. Craigiehall Camp. Wow. You can get in that actually. You won't get the buildings, but what's that? Please switch off your headlights. Security barrier, but obviously this is on. All I'm going to do is just go around the entire. I mean, there's people walking their dogs there, so I can't see it being
After 300 yards, turn around when possible.
What did that on? I was turning it off now. Pass holders, visitors. When I say it's offensive, as long as you're not going past any of these gates or any of the restriction barriers, then it should be alright. It should be fine. I mean, these are open. That's a throughway. That's like a walkway. This is so somebody walking their dog there. So I'm going to just stop here for a moment. Stretches it quite a bit. And for a drive down this road here, it is a lot of heavy fenced off areas, but there is a kind of like a walkway, because I saw somebody walking a dog just along there. So as long as you're not breaching the fences or anything like that, it's just on the public side of the road. So I'll show you what I look at it. So I'm just going to have a wee wander around on foot. I just wanted to know what the place actually looked like first of all. And and it does, as I say, it does stretch over, right over there as well. Yeah, but up there I'm going to have a wee look up there. So I'll go and get myself parked somewhere and have a walk around before I get questioned. So it looks certainly abandoned. Craigiehall camp. Oh, I said in my other videos, because I'm doing 2 videos at the same time, that it looks like there's a walkway, a public walkway, so at the bottom there. Now, as long as I'm not, try to get in or anything, I don't see any problems, because I'm just having a look around on this side of the fence and not going in any of the buildings or anything like that. I just have a look around the actual, the public area, and that looks like the barracks down there as well. So it's just parked over there. There's a bit of a kind of area to park that isn't causing any problems. It's not far from Edinburgh, as I said. It's just, I don't know, it's about 2 or 3 miles from south of South Queensferry. This is probably about 5 or 6 miles on the outskirts of Edinburgh city. My mate was just saying there that these houses look like they're in good nick and should be used again, It'd be a bit of a waste just to let them deteriorate. As you can probably hear, not far from the airport. Now, I had a viewer, one of my viewers that commented on the videos, previous videos, was wanting me to do more of the abandoned buildings and stuff like that. Now, these buildings I can't say are abandoned because some of them might even still be lived in, but the area is obviously not as populated as it used to be. So I'm kind of like exploring the area just for that reason, just to learn about the area and just interested in exploring areas like that. It looks like some of these houses might even still be occupied. They could very well be. Probably owned by someone, sure. Might even still be living in them, I don't know, but certainly don't think it's as populated as it used to be. So I can't hear anybody. So yeah, just having a look around. Some of the buildings up there are boarded up as I came in. Well, I was a bit ahead. So it's just continuing. I guess this would have been where one of the play parks would have been. Or a play park, the one and only. I don't know how many were here, but I think that used to be a play park. So, as I say, I'm not attempting to get in any of the buildings or anything like that. I just have looked around the actual street. The scheme, the village, Craigiehall village. Built for the soldiers. So it does get a bit eerie when I get up here when it's starting to get it's starting to get a little bit eerie, especially when you see like the shelters and bus stops and everything, the big fence around it and all these boarded up. That's the name of the the street. Now it is secure, there is security around here. Signs for it, no surprise, because they still have value, these, you know, they could use this up again, I think. So my mate was saying that, when he was in the car there, just saying that I hope they're not going to waste these buildings and let them deteriorate, because they could be put to good use. You know, housing shortages, they could use them again. So I just only really recently discovered this. I was one of my mates, the couple of explorers, co-explorer, pal of mine mentioned it as a suggestion. So I was up this way anyway for other reasons. I thought, well, I'll take this opportunity, I'll piggyback this on the plans for today. So seen in here. So here I am having a look around. Probably quite spooky here at night. As I say, it's just no, it looks like there's barracks down there as well. So there is still power, because I could hear the transformer buzzing away. So I'll probably be there to power up the lighting and the generators for the lighting and for the cameras. They'll probably still be powered. It's, you know, to the fuses, the main fuse circuit board, the first primary fuse to the houses. After that, I'm sure the power will be switched off. Like, but it's still hooked up to the supply. I mean, the camp's still down there. They'll still have to have cameras and maintain lighting of some sort, security, and possibly just control the heating. I don't know, not the heating, but keep power to it so they can maintain it powered for anything, the equipment they need to plug in to keep the buildings to some kind of standards. So as I say, I've never been here before. I've never heard of this place before until just a few weeks ago, actually. When I say one of my urban explorer co-workers, sorry, what we're talking about. One of my co-explorers, urban explorers. Well, funnily enough, the guy actually used to work with me anyway. He used to do the same job as me. So yeah, he was a colleague of mine. He's a mate as well. So we've done urban exploring together. We've done a few, not many for a while, but we were just talking about it on a phone call, and it was mentioned this place. So as I said, I was coming to Edinburgh anyway for other things, and I thought, well, I would just you know, try and do this as well at the same time. So I don't know just what these, you know, when they were built or dates or anything like that, other than just a quick Google on it. So that's where I arrived in earlier. Now, I'm at the roadside. I mean, I'm going to get spotted. Nobody's spotted anyway. I didn't have to climb any fences to get to where I am. So I'm not doing any breaking and entering or anything like that, and just simply walking around areas I was able to walk into without having to climb any fences. Just literally filming this area for viewing purposes only. So as I say, I hope the viewer that wants me to do more exploring, which I plan to, I hope that the viewer likes this video, because they were asking for me to do, we're missing the exploration ones, urban exploration, stuff like that. So I hope this is a video that you like. I was just able to piggyback this in on my day's plans. So And I remembered you mentioned that, so hope you're enjoying it. So the buildings are so I'll just get my other phone out and do another video in parallel with this one, and then I'll go down there. I'll have a look down there as well. So like I said, I'm going to have a wee look down near the actual barracks area. I'll have a wee walk down that road. Actually, I might have a wee look at this shelter first of all, get a closer look at that. I'll show you the condition of the ground as well, and I don't know what this rubbish is from, because if it's been abandoned for a few years, how did all this rubbish get to be here? Surely that's not all these years old, is it? And the date on the bottom of that was, I don't know, I might touch it, but I can't really see the date. I don't particularly want to go on. There might not be a date on it anyway. It will be on some of these other things. Actually, there's a couple of things I'm going to have a look at before closer look at these garages, the lockups, and then have a look at the bus shelter, or the shelter, whatever it is. No, that looks a bit iffy. Oof, wouldn't want to fall down that. I think I might have been here already actually. Yeah, I was looking at the rubbish that was in the bins for any sell-by dates, you know, any dates that are on them, but I'm not going to touch any of it at all. So just wondered why the rubbish is there, if it's been places been abandoned for a while, like, you know. I don't know the right choice of words to describe it, abandoned, closed down, or whatever. It's certainly not in use. Well, it is in use, but I can't say that because I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just not very busy. So for a place that isn't busy, doesn't appear to be anybody living here. Doesn't mean that there isn't. Just seems like initially it looks like, you know, it's empty, but anyway, the article I read about it gives you its version of what it's saying about the place. I'm not giving any opinions on it, I just show you what it's like. I'm here just to explore it for my own reasons and to show you what it looks like. I'm not trying to encourage by saying it's this and that or anything. It's just how it is. This is what it looks like. I haven't seen anybody here. I haven't seen anybody. It looks like it's you know, empty, but doesn't mean that it is still on. People could still be using it, you know. So I'm just here just to have a look at it. Going up at this shelter, or what's left of it. You know, I'm not trying to say that it's this or that or anything. I'm not forming an opinion on it. and just showing you what I'm seeing right now today, and I'm just showing you what it's like. That's it. That's all. One thing for sure, there's a lot of aeroplanes going above, so try to get sleep try to get to sleep in any of this would be probably a bit of a challenge if you've got your windows open in the summer because of the noise of the, you know, if you're watching the telly and you're going to be hearing that going over every day. I've only been here a few minutes and there's been about half a dozen of them passed already, just above overhead, and they're blooming noisy. If you're a plane spotter, you might like it. Which I would like. I mean, I'm into all that kind of stuff, but although I do like peace and quiet as well, especially when I try to get to sleep. And my right arm's getting sore and I have to hold it with my other arm. Oh, goes into the film and do this at the same time. So, you know, you don't assume anything. I still treat it as if it's somebody's living it, so I'm not gazing into their windows or anything like that, just in case, because it's not my area to do that. But it's quite. I'm just looking at the gates that are open up ahead, look. Yeah. They look like quite nice houses actually. Oh god, hang on a minute. Tip, if you get something in your eye, don't rub it, because you'll just rub it into it. Just oh, that's so annoying. But anyway, it's out now. What was I saying? Yeah, I think if somebody walked through one of the gates, it'd probably get a bit of a fright. You know, I kind of get that eerie feeling. Yeah, it looks like the gas and that's turned off. I'll just leave it how I found it. That's how I found it. First, make sure there wasn't anybody there or anybody's property. It looks to me that it's empty, so I'll just show you roughly what it looks like. So there isn't any personal details or anything like that, any names or anything, so I was just showing you what it looks like from there. Otherwise I wouldn't be showing it at all, like on public, you know, for privacy. So it is secure, obviously there'll be a security check in this area to make sure the place isn't vandalised and stuff, you know, because there's good houses and buildings. I wouldn't want to see that happen. It'd be nice to see them being used there, because it'd be a waste otherwise. So as I say, I checked first to make sure there wasn't anybody still living in them before I go prodding a camera around, because I'm certainly going to be doing that. So now be careful. I'll look first before I prod the camera in. Right. I'll try to show you the cooker, but unfortunately just getting a reflection. Can't really. There's not much to see anyway. Nah, there's not really. I try to show you, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like. That was all. Ah, see, that's the other. So obviously there's nobody there or property or anything like that, otherwise I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't be showing this on view. I wouldn't do that for privacy, but you know, it's a bit of common sense, like. No, I'd get. If somebody came in that corner, I'd get a right shiter. I'd jump, I'd be like, what a fright, ken. I'd be shitting myself. Because it just gets that feeling that it's kind of, you know, being empty, and it sort of reminds me of other place that I explored. For other reasons, obviously it's not resembling it in any way like that, but just kind of reminded me just because it's sort of characteristics of the nature in which the situation it's in would probably be a better way of putting it. In other words, it's empty. All these houses and just lying empty. I mean, I can't say they're all empty because I don't know, but just wanted to show you what it looked like, and mainly, you know, I want to be here to see what it's like. I've got lots of time because I've got prior engagements, I've got things to do that I've got to get done. Now that looks like it. When I first saw that, I thought that, you know, it's still in use, but since I've been here I haven't heard or saw or any evidence of any recent activities. So, but that doesn't mean a thing. There may still be people living in these houses. They might not have furniture, you know, doesn't mean they've got to have furniture. Although I kind of like wouldn't bet on it myself like that, but you just never know. That looks still in pretty good. Right, that's enough for here. I'm just going to have a wee nosy. Now there is a car not down there, which means it's probably secure, still there, it's in use or whatever. So I'm just going to have a wee nosy, that's all I'm doing, just having a nosy. Just have a look down there, and then I'll probably just kind of leave it at that. So I'm making my way out of this bit, just as I say, having a wee browse down there, sitting a wee nosy. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing any harm in it, breaking anything or promoting any envy or anything like that, just out of curiosity, so you don't have to. So if you're wondering what the place looks like, or if you've never heard of it and you just want to know what it looks like, that's what this video is only for. So making that clear, I'm not trying to say here to promote, you know, I'm certainly not doing any damage or anything like that, or trespass or anything. I'm just having a look because there's no signs. I've not crossed any barriers or climbed over any fences or any signs saying keep out, you know, and just simply having to walk through. That was all. Just taking a few bits of video images, pictures and photos of the area that you could see from here. I wasn't wanting to invade anybody's privacy or anything like that. If there was anybody in there, I wouldn't obviously do that. So just looking at the slates on the roof kind of falling off. See, this is what you don't want that happening, because once it starts, then the whole place begins to fall to bits. So maintenance is, I mean, really honestly, I mean, that is not really going to stop anybody from getting it as easy as well, as hard as some of other security fences I've seen anyway, let's put it that way. But I haven't climbed over any, went through anything like that. All the places I went to were open, clearly open. You won't get your vehicle in here, that's for sure, unless you've got, you know, a key for that. So, and parked way up there, just out the route. I've seen dog walkers and that parking up there. I've seen other vehicles parked there, so it doesn't look like it's causing any obstruction. So I've just parked there. I wouldn't park there because it's, you know, a barrier, just in case anybody is wanting to get in there. But wow, I'll get you the main road and the name of it in a minute or two. But I'll have to get a selfie picture of that there. So I'll stop with maybe I could do it on here. So, actually no, I'll just do it different. Getting a selfie picture with the Craigiehall camp. Craigiehall camp, Craigiehall barracks, Craigiehall village. I'm not sure what to call it, but the main title will be called Craigiehall something. So, let's see, there is still electricity. You can see there's lights on, obviously, down there. So I'm just going to have a wee look around. I did say, I drove down here anyway, you would have saw that on the camera video. The car, windscreen, phone holder, front view footage. You would have saw that as I was driving down here. But now I'm just having an actual walk down to get more information and get a feel for it. See what. So obviously there isn't far to walk. That'll be the main barracks down there, and that's where they'll be living. Just a stone throw away. Army barracks is just a stone throw away from the actual camp or village or whatever. So it's a bit like Lookers in Fife, not far from St Andrews. It's kind of similar kind of idea. what's that? I spotted them. Just wondering what these were. Aye. So as I say, I was doing I'm filming on the this phone, which is handy for switching between front and rear view, so you're able to see what I'm telling you, and at the same time I could just simply do cam over while on the same file, which is really handy. This device for the in-car series, because I could do the dual split screens on it. I've already done that coming down here, but I've got other friends in the car that I don't really want to be in the video for this moment, so that's no problem at all. So I've just left the, well, there's a train. So yeah, I'm just approaching the well, it's a traffic hazard. Pedestrians are to access can't be the path between the barrier and the sanitary place. So vehicles entering these premises are liable to be searched. So that's what it would have looked like. They would have been busy with personnel. So I'm not obviously filming anything that's not meant, you know, any restrictions or restricted areas. No, I'm just simply in the public side, just looking from what you can see from the public area. Anyway, so that's the footway, isn't it? I'll show you. So as I say, that's just up from, sorry, it's just down from the camp, the village, barracks, whatever you call it. The houses for the soldiers. This is the actual barracks where they'll be doing their military exercising. So I couldn't really film much more around about, you know, there's no unauthorised access obviously. So I'm staying on the, obviously this side of the fence, and I can only just show you from here what I can see. I've been next to the airport and railway line and roads, and that'll be obviously handy for the military reasons, you know, for access and stuff. So I would have selected the proper strategic location for it, for the reasons. There's a big vehicle wash bed up there as well, you can see. Try and get a better view of the building from here. Keep up to, and obviously not making any attempts to get in, and just filming from here what you can see from the public side, that's all. There isn't anything happening, so I'm not, you know, it wouldn't be good practice if it was in use to do this. I mean, if these sites were still in use, I mean, you would be questioned straight away, you wouldn't be doing it. You probably wouldn't get anywhere near it, you know. Because there's nobody there, you know, they're still an ex-military site, so they'll still be owned by them, and you know, the security will still be about. But it's for good practice, you wouldn't go pissing around with a camera filming a military site if you're not wanting to get stopped and questioned. That is, you know, you wouldn't do that. But because it's, you know, look at that sign there. This is a prohibited place within the meaning of Official Secrets Act. Unauthorised persons entering the area may be arrested and prosecuted. So that's what I was kind of meaning, like, you wouldn't want to. So in a way, I'm kind of doing you as a favour. Guard dogs on patrol. You know, it's a military site, is it? No. So, got my age into the ditch. Speaking to you at the same time as walking on uneven ground that I've never walked before, but keep my guard up. So as I say, the areas I went to were just the public sites, just on the public side. And yeah, I'm just nosy, that's all, and I just like learning as well. Just sharing my views. Just security is only as strong as its weakest link. So it looks like it's not being used. I just like that article I read in the car about it. Oh God, no, where am I heading now? See, I want to be. See, they're waiting on me in the car, and I've got things to do. So I can't really spend a lot of time here. I'm going to have to get going because places that I'm going to shut shortly, and I've got to watch for traffic, and I've got to meet other things to do. So I can't really spend much more here. Show you what I could. So this is just kind of like on the boundary fence. The other end of the boundary fence. I'll be there. I don't know what direction it's pointing, but it's as far in this way that it goes. Oh no, actually it goes a little bit further down there. I don't really think I'm going to have the time to do it. That's a well. Oh God. It seems to just go on for quite a bit now. I want to go down there, but what's the time here? I want to go further down and spend more time about here, but I'm just going to hit to get going, I think. See, there's stuff over there, dumped over there. What's that dumped over there? It's like there's stuff just being dumped. Oh, you can even get in that bit there. So this whole area is kind of, you know, you wouldn't want to go in there to do any explorations because that's restricted fencing, and you will get into serious trouble if you try and go in there to explore. You know, that is a military site, that you get probably serious trouble. You could tell by the fencing and all the signage. You wouldn't go in there to explore. Not a chance. If there was a hole in the fence like that, you wouldn't want to do that. You wouldn't want to go in there. Definitely wouldn't advise it. Definitely wouldn't advise it. No way. Nah, you get the serious shit if you got caught in there. Like, houses are one thing, but a military site is, you know, you can start fucking about in there, you're going to get in a big trouble. Like, no. See, as much as I'd like to have a look in there, I would get permission first. I doubt we'd ever get it, like, but I would love to go in, but I would never be tempted to. Even if there was a hole in the fence, you know, because of the recentness, it's still. Nah, anyway, you get the big shit for that. Like, you get the deep shit. If you got caught in there, you will get arrested for sure. The other place up there is just open to the elements. You know, you can walk in like I didn't climb over anything, but that is heavily secure. So, I'm afraid it'll just have to be. You've even got boarded up buildings in there and in there. Right, this is what I was on about here as far as the stuff. Don't know what all this is about, like, but I just spotted it when I was down there, and I looked up and spotted all this shit that's just been dumped. So there's other little things on the distance there as well, little buildings I would like to look at, but not today, I'm afraid, because there just isn't the time. There simply isn't enough time today. So I'm just, yeah, I'll just have a wee look down there, and that's it. It looks like the fence kind of goes to. Christ, it looks like it crosses over a burn or something. I was going to look at that building as well, but see, it kind of goes over there and then it loops round. So oh, wow. It's amazing, isn't it? Aye, as much as I'm wanting to tempt it, I will not be going in there for any, unless I get permission, you know. No way would I go in there. Far too, nah, not a chance. You don't want to mess around with that sort of stuff. Minute there's a fence, nah, I don't want to mess about it, nah. As much as I'd love to go in there and see, but no way. an unusual smell about here. It's kind of, like a kind of garlic. To do with the plants. But this is kind of going into a trail of its own now, and then certainly not got time to do that. It's heading back to the car time now. I've done enough for the day. It's time to you get carried away. There's just like another wee bit I'd like to see. It just goes on and on. Nice try. No, you can get carried away and end up forgetting the time. As I say, I've got people waiting in the car and I've got things to do, so I'm just going to have to go. And I'm afraid I'll have a look at that building on the way up. Oh, you bastard! Shat myself. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, if that's not entertainment, I'll just leave it in. Come on, I don't give a shit. Shit happens, it's real life, it's how it is. I shat myself, so I can't deny that. You'll be killing yourself, love. I can shut myself. My mate here, he'll know this. You'll know who I'm talking about. Back in 1990, Craigiehall, we were walking along and my other mate was never let us forget. You remember what happened? Does that ring any bells? You know who you are, you know what I'm talking about. My other mate as well, I'll know exactly what I'm on about. Have a good laugh. I don't know what that's going to look like. I might, come on, I'm just going to leave it in, I don't give a shit. I've not got time to edit it. That's how it is, and afraid I'll just show you how it is. I can't be arsed editing things out, I just join them all and put them on and stick it in process, give it a once over, make sure there's nothing that's serious that I can't show online, and then just hit the publish and be done with it and move on to the next video. I've not got time. You don't like it, you don't like it, you like it, you like it, that's how it is. So, right, anyway, look at this building, and then car time. So I'm just having a wee look. That isn't covered in fences or anything, so I'm just going to have a wee look at it. So this is the building that I was talking about. No, there isn't any fences that I'm climbing over or anything. It's just how it is, and just strolling on up to it on the public side, just having a wee nosy, that's all. I don't know what this building was, or any of these, well, I don't know, what would I know? I've never been in or had any involvement with it, so why should I know? But I'm going to guess it's kind of like a, I don't know, kind of smoke cut or something. It doesn't look as though it's not secured in with the rest of them, but that doesn't mean anything. You know, it's still just as important. I don't know what this would be. I'm tempted to, but I'm not going to, in case I blow any fuses or anything like that, because if it's power which is still hooked up and I turn the switch on and cause damage, then, you know, I don't want to be responsible for anything that could happen as a result of that, so I'm not going to touch it. You know, I would just like to have seen the light come on, that was all. But anyway, here's a better view of this side. I wasn't able to get this view earlier. I'm just kind of making my way back to the car, and that was that big vehicle wash thing that was, well, it looks like it's for lorries. Oh no, it is, actually no. It looks like it's not for lorries because there's a sign there with, if I'll zoom in now, is it? So I don't really know, just, it's got a picture of a lorry with the sign, so it's not for lorries anyway. Unless it's maybe something else that's not for lorries. I don't know what the story is, but there's certainly a sign saying no lorries. So. But that big vehicle wash thing looks as though it's big enough for, that you might think it's for lorries. Why do they put a sign saying they're watching and they twist your ankle and stuff like that, especially in filming. So yeah, I hope that gives you a bit of an idea what this place is about, so you don't have to, you can just sit in the comfort of wherever you are to watch the video if you're interested to see my videos and the places which I've visited, and this being one of them. And if you wanted to get to see the areas that I've shown, then I hope you enjoy them and find it interesting, and you say if you haven't save the urge to come up here. It can actually go two ways. It can either make you more determined to come up, or it can make you just say, oh well, no, so I don't need to bother. But if it's me, it'd be the other way around. I'd see a video and I'd definitely want to be there and go and visit it first hand. That's just me, like, that's why I watch videos and then go to the places. It entices me to go there even more, to see it for myself first hand. So I keep thinking and seeing something in the background there. It's just because I've not actually passed anybody for ages. So that would be a smoke or whatever it was, because there's obviously fuel and stuff, explosives and things like that. So whatever that building is, it won't be anything to do with smoking, because that's within 50 metres of this building. So whatever that building is well, I don't know. I don't know. So I wouldn't have a clue what that building is. I have no idea. So it's just not secured in like the way the others are. That's all I could notice. I don't really know what that. It's just part of the site, so, and I was able to get a closer look at it. Right, I'm going to just kind of make my way back to the car and then I'll round the video off, because I've covered a fair bit for this visit. So I'm just going to get back up to my car and then I'll give you a round off to the video. Okay. I'm just making way back to my car. I did actually see that it's still manned, it's still secure. It's, you know, so I just saw them at the distance, like they're definitely secure, like, so it's still in use for that, like, thought I'd mention. Because I was a bit surprised. I looked over and went, wow, I didn't think there would be anybody, you know, well I did, but just not where I thought. I mean, I knew there was cameras and probably patrolling around and that every now and again, but they're still sighted there. So yeah, this place is well secured, like, definitely. I'm just on my way back to the to my car. Yeah, I think if you came when it was dark and that, the headlights, you know, you'll get definitely questioned. You know, I'm pretty sure of that. So, like I say, all the footage I took was only just from the public areas. I wasn't filming or doing anything that was classified, or I didn't see any signs saying no video or photography or anything like that. So, you know, I've got to respect that for obvious reasons. But yeah, just to let you know, it's still security there, because I saw them. I didn't speak to them, right? I just saw them when I looked through the window. The power on in the building is still there, so it's probably 24 hours all the time. Hence why it's in the good condition for a place that's not used much is in. Because normally, if a place is insecure, it'll end up deteriorating. But I mean, it's still owned by the MOD, I reckon. I don't actually know, but I assume it would be. It's owned by someone. Probably still MOD, but that's the sign there. I just want to show you. So as I say, you can see this from the public road, and that's what it looks like. And that's just another wee building that's on the outskirts. It looks as though it's boarded up as well, and I've not got time to have a look at that in any depth. I'll just have to showing you where it is. That's I'm going to have to get ahead. Well, this is back in the car and just have a look online. End of an era for Craigiehall, former Army headquarters, Scotland, closes. The site that once served as the headquarters, the headquarters of the Army in Scotland, formally closed on Wednesday. Craigiehall camp, located just outside Edinburgh, housed the command headquarters from 1955 until 2014. It was recommissioned by the armed forces in 1939 and housed various regiments during the Second World War. It's where the surrender of the German forces in the army was negotiated and signed in 1945. The site was later bought by the Minister of Defence in 1951 and established it as a headquarters for the army in Scotland. So there's quite a bit of stuff online about it anyway if you're interested. Remaining staff and personnel from the camp were joined by some of those who served with us to final goodbye. Blah blah blah. There's a lot of fun memories. Just reading various articles about it. But yeah, you can Google it up. There's a lot of stuff online regarding the Craigiehall site. Yeah, I would just research it. Just type it in Google. There's tons of stuff online out there. So that's the first time I've ever been here, and I just thought I'd share that with you. Anyway, I'm going to have to get going. So I hope you enjoyed that, and just see what else you put on my channel. Okay, right, bye for now.